Hello, in this presentation I'll be using an if-then selection structure to control the movement of my sprite across the screen. The problem with the program I've written so far, well, it's good in the sense that it allows me to move my bat back and forth, and while I'm moving, the costume is changing, so it gives the impression that the bat is flapping its wings and flying across the screen. But the problem is that if I keep on pressing that right arrow button, my bat flies off the screen. And similarly, when I press my left arrow button, it goes across to the left way too far and flies off the screen. So I need to work out a way to stop this from happening. So what I might do, I'll begin with changing the X coordinate and putting it back to 0. And then I'll drag this down a bit. I might make my coding area a little larger. And what I'll do is I'll go to the control section and choose the if-then selection structure, and I'll put all this code inside the if-then block, drag that back, and I only want the right arrow to move my sprite to the right only when the X coordinate is less than 190. If it's equal to 190 or bigger than 190, I don't want to go any further to the right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Operators, go to the Operators section, and choose this less than operator. I'll type in the number 190. I'll go across here to motion and scroll down till I find the X position. And so now my right arrow will only change the position of the sprite. My right arrow will only move the sprite to the right if its X coordinate is less than 190. And I'll use the same sort of logic for my left arrow button. I'll click on the control section, drag in the if-then, drag my code into the if-then block, put that under here, and then what I'll do is I'll go to Operators, this time the bigger than operator, and here I'll type in negative 190. I never want my X coordinate to be less than that. I don't want it to fall off the screen towards the left. I'll go back to motion and put the X position right there. And now I'll maximize the screen. And so when I press my right arrow button, I don't go any further than 190. And when I press my left arrow button, I can't go any further to the left than negative 190. So now I've got reasonable control over my sprite.